Alright. We are live once again, back for the third time, playing Halo Combat Evolved. We're going to be finishing this off. I don't know who I'm talking to. There's nobody in this. There's no one in this stream yet, so I'm just rambling to myself at the minute. Hopefully, we'll have some people join us shortly, but. This will also be going up on my YouTube channel and will be saved on my Twitch channel for people to watch later. I'm going to restart the level here. I think we have 3 missions left before... 3 missions left to the end of this game. I'm going to be streaming till 10. Whether or not if I finish that a bit early, then and we've got a bit more time before we reach 10 p.m, then I will jump into some multiplayer, as that's probably the best option on Halo. I'm on the Master Chief Collection, but I'll jump into Halo CE multiplayer. We've got 2 folks in the chat I can see. Casual Gamer, hello, good to have you back again. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well also. And we've got somebody new, Benji DWJ. I don't think I've had you in here before, but again, very happy to have you with me. So I'm just going to restart this mission, just to kick us off. That's just the easiest way to get it started.
Which means that any organism with sufficient mass and cognitive capability is a potential vector.
And if you were here on the last stream, which took place on Tuesday, you probably watched this cutscene. But for those of you who, maybe new to it, we'll start it from the start again. Casual Gamer asks if this is the level that I got lost on. No, we made it through all of that. So, we don't have to worry about getting lost. I think for the most part as well, the rest of the missions, if I remember correctly, are all fairly straightforward. I'm probably setting myself up for a fall there, but we'll see how we get on. Benji DWJ, new to the stream, just retweeted your going live tweet, by the way. Thank you very much, appreciate the support. Honestly, I mean, I can see there's 4 viewers in here at the minute, which is crazy. I've only been streaming for roughly a week, so the fact that I'm up to, I think, 43 followers, and yeah, the fact that anybody's in here watching me play old games and listen to me ramble on is fantastic. So yeah, awesome to have you here. Hope you can stick around for a bit. I'll do my best not to disappoint and entertain. And where we left off last time was the big reveal of 343 Guilty Spark, leading us to ignite the Halo rings, which would have been quite catastrophic. Luckily, Cortana here steps in and, tells him where to go. But this was a pretty big... Pretty big twist. I also mentioned earlier that that's the loudest Master Chief ever sort of raises his voice in the entire franchise. He's quite animated for this game, or for this series, I should say. He's more animated in the first game than he is in any of the other games in the franchise. All of the emotion just sort of drains from him, and he's just kind of there to be a shell of a man that says cool stuff, but I'm not complaining. He's one of my favourite gaming characters, as much as he's not really a character.
This installation has a maximum effective radius of 25,000 light years.
Once again, I have sort of tinkered with the audio. I hope that everything is kind of coming through okay. While I'm talking, you probably can't hear the cutscenes, but it's sort of like a weird balance of having the audio just loud enough so you can hear a bit of what's coming through from the game, while also not drowning out my own voice, which, we had a bit of trouble on the first stream last week, but I'm slowly, making adjustments as we go along. So you know, anything you see like that in these early streams, I do apologise. I will improve it as we move forward.
Get us out of here.
If you are unwilling to help, I will simply find another. Still, I must have the index. Give your construct to me, or I will be forced to take her from you.
That's not going to happen.
So be it.
And I believe we can move forward.
Dispose of the rest.
343 has finished giving it the big one.
Look out.
And the annoying part is, they take away... I've never understood why they take away your weapons here. Oh wow. Spectacular start. If you wanted a good example of what you're here to see, then, you know, you got it right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure when I finished the last mission, I did not have a plasma pistol. Much as I, you know, well, I did have a shotgun, so at least that's somewhat consistent.
According to my analysis of the available data, I believe the best course of action is somewhat risky. An explosion of sufficient size will help destabilize the ring and will cut through a number of primary systems. We need to trigger
I'll wait for this door to open.
large scale, however. A starship.
So yeah, as I said, I don't know if any of you caught it, or how early everybody got in here. I was sort of talking to myself for the first 60 seconds. Yeah, if I do manage to finish the game before the 2 hours are up, I'll probably give Halo CE multiplayer a bit of a spin. Something wrong? Maybe I need to go over to this console here. Casual gamer in the chat. Sorry, shotgun is awesome. Correct. Okay, what am I missing? Oh, there's a panel over there. You would think as many times as I've played these games, I would know exactly what I'd, you know, you'd think I'd be able to speed run this game at this point, but maybe I'm getting old. Oh, sit for the plasma pistol. Shotgun it is. Something up there, that's good, that's good. And as you've probably seen from my other streams, I always like to do a bit of a graphics comparison on this game. And you know what, this section doesn't look too bad. Slightly more busy. I do like the way this room here looks. It does come to life a little bit more. So I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. That, you know, that stuff I can handle. That does actually look really nice. Okay, let's get out of here. Casual gamer in the chat, when something is left for a while, it tends to get rusty. I would agree with you, except I probably play through all of the Halo games once every 6 months, so unfortunately I don't have any excuse here. Maybe it's the combination of being on stream and sort of playing through these at the same time. Doing too well on the health there, but I want to say there is some ammo and supplies at the top of this little tower here. Tried to check it on the way in and couldn't find anything.
They consist of 3 phase pulse generators that
But
amplify
hopefully
signal and allow it to fire.
I'm remembering this correctly.
The power levels are enormous.
There we go.
Can't even begin to calculate the pulse's range.
Okay, oh now we've got a dilemma.
So, if we damage or destroy these
I think we'll have to take the sniper.
will need to repair them
Ammo
before
for
Halo
it.
can be used. That should buy us some time. I'm marking the location of the
Sniper.
nearest pulse generator with a nav point. We
Pistol
need to move
and
in
shotgun.
neutralize the device.
a lethal combination. Unlike the last stream, I will do my absolute best to not get lost too often and not die too often. Be a little more careful. Also, I noticed I've sort of gone back and watched some of my older, or well, I say my older streams, my previous 2 streams. I'll do my best to not say the words too often. But sometimes it's just natural. Benji DW says he's getting a black screen. Casual Gamer saying maybe it's connection issues, everything is okay on his. I'm not sure how to test. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure how to test if everything's coming through okay. I'm not. I should say ahead of time that I'm not running this on a PC. This is all being done through my Xbox One X. And I've got my phone up to the side of me for sort of like the chat, so I can't actually see whether or not. But yeah, hopefully everything's running okay, or it does fix itself. Casual Gamer asks if I have thought about what game I will stream next. I have. There's a long list. I've been digging through basically all of the 6th generation games that are available through the Xbox, and sort of, because you've got some 360 games that were remastered of original Xbox games and PS2 games and stuff like that. You've got some stuff that's popped up. You know, there's a lot. There's a very long list that includes, you know, Metal Gear and Devil May Cry and Onimusha and Splinter Cell, KOTOR. Like the list is huge, ridiculously long. Plenty of games to get to. Eventually, which one I do next, I'm still trying to figure that out. But I promise I will have settled on something in the next, probably by the weekend at least. I'm still in 2 minds of whether to. I think what's kind of been nice about this stream for me personally. That's gone terribly wrong there. What's been nice for me personally on this stream is sort of. I mean, I'm obviously very familiar with Halo, but it's kind of a short and sweet game for the most part. You know, it's only taking me. I will definitely finish this game before the 2 hours are up. So, you know, 6 hours. Nice and manageable. I'm not sticking around on it for too long, and you know, hopefully anybody who's watching doesn't get too bored of seeing this game. And I like, you know, I wouldn't want to waste 40 hours of somebody's time watching me play Knights of the Old Republic, as much as I enjoy that game. But yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Oh, wow. Casual gaming chat. I suppose it's mostly to do with what mood you're in to play. Yeah, I mean, I'm down to play anything. Oh, this is going horribly wrong. Might just have to leg it. Get enough grenades on these folks here. I know there's people coming around this corner. I know for a fact I just need to get in this Banshee. Alright, let's just get out of here. When in doubt, just run away like a coward. So that's a pro tip for everybody in the chat there. Get out. Can we get out? In need of a health pack, but other than that, I think I've just about made it to a checkpoint, so... Casual Gamer saying this stream has been awesome. Thank you very much. I would appreciate the compliment. I would say it's been a little rough at times, but for the most part it's been smooth sailing.
The pulse generator has overloaded. Scanning.
Then again, because I'm so
Core is offline. Well done.
new to Twitch as a platform, on in general, it's hard for me to say what sort of good and bad is in terms of. I don't even know what other people do when they're. I literally have never used Twitch before. I don't really watch people stream and stuff like that. Not necessarily because I'm not a fan of people's content, more from the perspective of I've just never got around to any of this stuff. So for me, it's extremely new territory.
Pulse generator is located in the adjacent canyon. Move out and I'll mark the target with a nav point when we get closer.
Gotta get to another generator. Back down, and this is where we start to work through the game backwards a bit, which is a little bit of a cheat from Bungie, but oh god.
The second pulse generator is located in the
Okay, at least they didn't screw me over too badly with the checkpoint. Start launching these plasma cannon shots. Good stuff, Chief. Oh wow.
The second pulse generator is located in the adjacent canyon. Move out and I'll mark the target with a nav point when we get closer.
Sometimes you can just get real close on people, you don't even have to fly around. Chase this guy around the rock. Back on the ground. We've got to shut down these... I think it's shield generators or something? Never quite remember. But yeah, going back to which game I would play next, I did at one point look into setting up a poll on my Twitch page, but yeah, I'm not quite sure possible. I suppose at the same time I could do it on Twitter, so there is that option too. But at the same time, Twitter, it's a bit arrogant in some ways to presume that everybody cares. Game I've never streamed, but from watching other streams it is quite common for technical problems to occur depending on what system you're using, PC, etc. Always a learning curve. Oh, sorry. What a terrible checkpoint that is. Yeah, it's going to be well, yeah. Again, hopefully for everybody else in the stream, especially Benji, DWJ, hopefully things have cleared up for you. If there are some issues, I apologise. But as I said, I'm a bit unsure on how to check. So that's the main issue there. Right scenarios, this shotgun is spectacular. Not... Oh, here's the flood again. You know what, I almost forgot that we unleashed the flood in the last stream. I need to say as well, I'm not thrilled about the shotgun redesign in Halo Infinite. Which does look like a full-on redesign, it's not just sort of a alternate shotgun that you can use. you know, I suppose I suppose they've got to make changes, you know, to a certain degree. Only so long you can keep putting out the same stuff. Oh, Scrappy for saying the elite's dead. Ooh. Glad I got away from him before he exploded. How you doing, fellas? Nice to see you again. This could get very tricky, because this bridge, even when there isn't blood hanging around, God, leap with an energy sword. Alright, get some shots in on him. Shield down. Alright, that went better than I thought. Josh Mitchell in the chat, I hated this bridge. Yeah, it's, if you're not careful, it can be real tricky. Real tricky. Especially once, like as I said, especially once the floods show up, because they can really slow down your progress. And once your progress gets slowed down enough, and you start to try and like rush through things, then you sort of become almost like more sloppy. I've got shotgun ammo. I need to get that. Come on. No. Oh, God. It looks like Benji DW has managed to get his visuals up, which is awesome to hear. Throw grenades in here. I just need to get... Oh, God. All got shotguns. And there's some behind me. This is... shotgun ammo. Oh. I'm watching through both my phone and PS4, and all is great. Awesome. Said, Benji, just good to have you back in. Said on the other stream, I cannot express my gratitude enough on all of this. The stories I've heard from people who, you know, started streaming, and I did my best to get advice from a good few folk that I already know who are on this platform a bit, and the stuff that they sort of told me was to not expect anybody to tune in for the first month or so. You know, I think there's 6 people in the chat right now, which is incredible. So, my sincere thanks to you all, especially during this time. Gaming has been the underrated saviour, in my opinion, of the pandemic. A lot of good people in touch with each other and keeping people sane. Oh, God. So it's, yeah, it really is awesome to have you all in here. Watching me play Halo very badly. On normal difficulty as well. Like, I'm so borderline furious with myself. I need to just stop messing around. Let's go for the doorway. Better try it. Oh. Yep, I'm not hanging about to fight with you. It's not even worth it. Maybe I have to. Just let them scrap with each other. But it's always good to... Oh, wow, a rocket again. Benji DW in the chat. I do need to play Halo Master Chief Collection as soon as humanly possible. Well, as someone who is talking from a very biased standpoint, I would say you're absolutely right. Cannot recommend the games enough. Probably going to die here, but after I do my best to make sure it's the last time. Because at a certain point, it becomes boring for you guys to watch. Stairs anymore. It's brought me nothing but pain. Right, that's you out of the way. Oh, wow. Who shot me? This is a shambles. This is an absolute shambles. There's no way I should be struggling this much on normal difficulty. I don't even know, like, after this stream, like, can I call myself a Halo fan anymore? Is that even right? I feel like that's not even technically correct. You know what, I'm just going to run past these lot, let them scrap with each other. See you later, boys. I've wasted too much time in this corridor. It's been a pleasure. I hope you all have fun. Oh no! Oh no. I'm speechless. Josh Mitchell questioning if I'm finishing the stream. I am. You know what? This stream is going to go overtime if it has to. I'm finishing this game during this stream, no matter what happens. I have to stay up past midnight to get this stream done. That is what I'll do. And I suppose this is actually kind of like a perfect example of what I mean about the Flood. So if I take a shot at these elites here, get some shots in, and they run away. Whereas the elites, they just keep chasing me, but keep shooting at me from behind. And sort of... Oh my god. Right, we're going to have to come up with a better strategy here, because I'm getting smoked. That's shotgun ammo. Him sort of dealt with. But these two here. Dash these grenades so nobody comes from behind. Deal with what's in front of us. Just these folks. Then we're going to play the long game. Yep, see? Saw that rocket coming. Got him. Done it, guys. We've... Oh, God. You... Let's not push our luck here. But we made it. And I gave away my shotgun. Very silly move there. Oh. Yep, let's get out of here. Let's just get out of here. Picked up a health pack and then lost about 60% of my health in the process. Right, let's play this as cheaply as possible. I'm going to see if I can just jump over everybody. It's worked for me in the past. It may work again. Except for if that guy with it... You know, it's... Right. Wait. No. I cannot believe we've been checkpointed all the way back to here. I mean, at the very least, I hope this is entertaining. You know. There's nothing more entertaining than watching a man fail, I guess, but... And yeah, again, illustrating my issues with the Flood is that there's not really any way for you to be tactical or careful with them. You're just kind of backing away, trying to take them out as they shoot at you as they charge towards you. And it's not a fight. Alright, you're going to come from over here, that's fine. I'm going to do this as careful as possible now, because I've wasted far too much of all of your time. Have I got any shotgun ammo? No, no. Of course I've not got any shotgun ammo. Might be some over here. Even with the most powerful weapon in the game, which is the Magnum, still struggling. Right, we've taken it a bit slower. Not doing too bad. Not doing too bad at all. Let's just... No, 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 no. Not take me down. Let's make sure we really clean everybody up here. And the checkpoint on this game as well, if you want to talk about some of my smaller issues with Halo CE. Oh wow, he killed himself. Fantastic. I got a bit lucky there on that one. I'll be perfectly honest. Fortune favoured me there. But I was... Oh, there's the rocket. Okay. Take the rocket, and we're going to take the shotgun. I'm really hoping it throws a checkpoint our way soon. If not, could be screwed. Come on, checkpoint, checkpoint. Let's not run this time. Please. Yes, sorry, I've been missing a few things in the chat here. Yeah, I am doing this straight through the Xbox. No laptop or PC or capture card or anything like that. Straight through the Xbox, through the Twitch app. Yeah, it was just the simplest way to do it. I do sort of have a sort of like a laptop setup and a capture card, but I wasn't too sure on sort of the processing strength of that setup and whether it could hack doing all of these bits at once. Obviously I capture all of my footage for my YouTube channel on there, but that's much more straightforward as it's just sort of recording, and you know, there's not as much to that. Whereas this is trying to process, you know, recording the footage and streaming it out, recording my voice. Yeah, there's a lot more that's going into it, so I just kind of thought, my Xbox is most likely more powerful than... No way! Ludicrous Fool in the chat. Oh, thank God it gave us a checkpoint. Ludicrous Fool in the chat, good to have you with us again. Alright, now we've got a checkpoint, we can be slightly more forward. Mish DCFC in the chat also. Wow, okay, we're just getting mowed down by a Banshee. So it's good to, it's good to see the Covenant playing fair. Yeah. Can be slightly more reckless now as we've got a checkpoint to bounce back to, and we don't have to go all the way back to the start of this section. So... Oh. God. Right. Load a bit. Reload that rocket launcher. I know that's probably a waste of rocket ammo. But in the interest of time, not getting stuck on one mission for too long, felt it was important to... we got another checkpoint there as well. Awesome. Not looking too good. Where's the door? Where's the door? Where's the... Get out of my face! There's the door in front of all the bad guys. Yep, that makes sense, I guess. Ludicrous Fool says, thoughts on the next... oh, sorry, I've skipped a message there. Casual Gamer mentioned his surround sound sounding awesome. It's good to hear that the audio is coming through okay. And Ludicrous Fool asks about my thoughts on the next generation consoles and what games I'm interested in. My plan at the moment is to... Well, I have a pre-order for both consoles. That's the way things stand. I've still not... In fact, I've actually got... I'm a bit cheeky and somewhat selfish, I guess. I've actually got a pre-order for PS5 disc edition and a PS5 digital edition, and I haven't yet decided which one I'm going to get. The Xbox Series X is obviously the one I'm going to get. I'm not going to bother with the S because I just kind of want the more powerful, you know, the more powerful console there. But I fully intend on getting both, as I have done since, you know, the PS2 and original Xbox era. Very fortunate to end up with both consoles back then, and you know, once you're in really, aren't you? Can't really well, I say that I did have a GameCube for a few months there and ended up trading that in. But in terms of you know, games that I'm interested in, or launch games, I think I want to give on the Xbox side, at least, I want to give Gears Tactics a spin. I'm very interested in... I generally use my Xbox as my main console, so all the third-party stuff comes across on there. So Gears Tactics I'll be playing. Yakuza Like a Dragon I'm quite interested in. I've never played a Yakuza game before, but I'm more than happy to give that a spin. And we're just going to burst straight through here, by the way. Yakuza Like a Dragon I'm going to give a spin. At the same time, can we get out of here? Yes, we can make it. At the same time, there's also sort of like cross-gen games coming out around that period, so obviously Cyberpunk is the big game of that period, and I don't even know what word to use to describe my excitement for Cyberpunk. That game is looking stupid. It's ridiculous how good that thing is looking. Call of Duty Black Ops as well. I'll most likely be playing. You know, me and my friends get together on that quite a lot. And I do like... Well, there's Watch Dogs 3, or Watch Dogs Legion is probably the actual title. At first I wasn't so hot on Watch Dogs 3, and then I kind of remembered that I had a really good time with Watch Dogs 2. But in the time since Watch Dogs 2 and Watch Dogs 3, I've kind of burnt out on the open world sort of, you know, the Ubisoft style of open world is the best way to explain it. I think we all know what I mean when I say that. But yeah, I do like the look of that game. Plus, it takes place in the UK, so there's some interest there. I've heard some decent things about Assassin's Creed Valhalla as well, and how they're changing things up a little bit to make it a little less grindy and a little more organic in the way that you find sort of side activities, and it's not just a map covered in sort of collectibles and kill this guy. Like there's some preview that went up today, I think on IGN it was, that covered a good few things like that. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff I'm interested in. Spider-Man Miles Morales, I'll be picking that up. think, yeah, on the PS5 side, I generally just use that for exclusives. Jump in here to shut this shield down and get moving. And yeah, the launch sort of titles this time round are a little less. In some ways they're better, and in some ways they're worse. But yeah, it's a little more slim pickings this time round, or definitely feels like less of a generational jump, more of a upgrade this hardware now, and we promise we'll do something good with it later. Sorry, I've missed a few things in the chat there. Mish DCFC says, will I be streaming newer games? It depends. I mean, in all honesty, the purpose of my presence on the internet, full stop, that was very bad. That was very bad. I apologise as I fall to my death. The purpose of my presence on the internet, full stop, is mainly to talk about the 6th generation. There's no way for me to get off this thing. Well, there we go. So I've focused on the PS2 and original Xbox generation this whole time, and focused my content around that, because I've always just been a big believer of talk about what you know. And boy, do I know a lot about this generation. So, not to say that I haven't kept up with newer games, but I just kind of think I'll get outmatched so easily. Like, who's coming to me to see, you know, footage of the newer games? I'd prefer not to play the game of, you know, getting to stuff first and being the first person to stream this or that. Like, I'd kind of like the stuff that the content I'm putting out is so old that people who only already hold an interest in it are going to find it. So, but, you know, if the audience calls for it, then sure, I'll give it a spin. I may need to get out of this Banshee very quick. There we go. Oh wow, we're in another one of those spots. Alright, let's catch up on the chat real quick. Benji says Cyberpunk looks insane. Couldn't agree more. If you haven't watched already the new Night City Wire, yep, I watched that this afternoon. Looked great. I'm so baffled by how dense and sort of varied and beautiful that game is. It's ridiculous. Ludicrous Fool says Assassin's Creed series has been repetitive since day one. I'd have to agree to a certain extent as well. Oh, okay, Benji's got a World of World of Cyberpunk book. Wasn't aware that thing, but that does sound pretty cool. I'm assuming that's an art book. Yeah, I apologise if I don't keep up with the chat as much as I should. It's said very new to this whole process. I need to get this ghost back, because I am getting picked out of the air so easily. It's Banshee. Well, the ghost can kind of quicker pace. Go, go, go. Got a bit of a boost to it. Ludicrous Fool, a lot of launch games for next generation are also cross-gen. Yes, but then you do occasionally get these showpiece games that they're not actually that great. The games themselves aren't actually that great, but they just kind of show off what the systems can do. He just killed himself. That was fantastic. This Banshee will not leave me alone. Do you mind? He's just glitched out completely. Fair play. Yeah, there's always these... I mean, when this generation kicked off, we had stuff like Rise, Son of Rome, and Killzone Shadowfall, and games like that kind of were just nice to look at. Things that you could show to your friends and be like, yeah, this is what this is why I spent all of this money on this console. And that's kind of what you need. Because for the most part, people like us, and you know, I could be making wild assumptions here, but I feel like people like us know know what we want out of games, and we can also spot stuff like Rise Son of Rome, like from a mile off. You know when a game is like just a bit of a technical showpiece, and it's not actually going to be a game with any great depth or sort of engaging gameplay. But for the people that sort of hang about in the middle, those folks that maybe just play, you know, the odd GTA or the odd FIFA, or, you know, I guess it's Fortnite now, those people in the middle who may not be as sort of clued in, you know, that's the market that you need to win over a lot of the time. Those are the kind of people that you need to impress and get on your side. I'm completely out of ammo. Oh. Pick something up soon. We're back in business. We're back in business. Don't know why, but I've had my Xbox Elite controller settings wrong this whole time. Thinking I had it set to Halo, I actually had it set to Call of Duty. Back in the chat. Yeah, sorry Josh, I did beat you to it there. Agree. The lore book is a collaboration between CD Projekt Red and Dark Horse. Oh, that sounds awesome. Sorry, I think I missed a comment a bit further back. Casual Gamer. Favourite PS2 game was SSX Tricky. What's yours? That's a very tough question. I don't think we have enough time to get into that. Off the top of my head, it depends. It honestly depends on what day you ask me. If you were to ask, you know, favourite PS2 games on how much time I've actually put into them, then that would probably fall into stuff like, you know, Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear 3, even Smackdown Here Comes the Pain would make that list, because of how many times how much I spent playing that game and stuff like that. There's, you know, but in terms of games that I think are the best for that system, then, you know, stuff like Shadow of Colossus and God of War 2 would probably take that. So yeah, it really depends, but I hope that gives you a glance at. There's almost too many games to mention. Some of my favourite games are in my on my YouTube. I've got a YouTube playlist on my channel titled "Games You Must Own." So I'm trying to think what I've got in there now. Halo's in there, Splinter Cell's in there, Devil May Cry 3 is in there, Max Payne is in there. And I don't think I've not reviewed sort of like God of War or anything like that on my channel yet, but I also saw Benji mention, he said he wasn't subscribed to me on YouTube, but he has just subscribed as a result of the stream. Thank you again. That's fantastic to hear. Support is massively appreciated. God. We just got to do the back away and shoot, because all we've got is an assault rifle. Ludicrous Fool, for as much flack as Halo Infinite is getting for its visuals, its gameplay honestly looked better than most launch titles. Halo Infinite did, you know, look like it had some decent stuff going on. I do think it needed a little more time in the oven though, personally. Can we get away with time? Oh. Yeah. This is another section where we could potentially get stuck, but I'm cross my fingers and try and play as carefully as possible to make sure that doesn't happen. Yeah, Halo Infinite. On first glance, when I first sort of saw the trailer, I didn't really have any issue with it, and I kind of thought, okay, you've put that back in, and you've done this, and you've done this, and you've made all these like little changes. That could be, you know, this could be it. This could be sort of the return Halo, because 4 and 5, I think we can all agree, took a bit of a dip. I may be able to just run straight past all of these lot and scrap with each other. So yeah, 4 and 5 didn't quite go in the direction I wanted them to in terms of narrative. Gameplay, they were perfectly serviceable. But, you know, the sin of not making Chief the main character in Halo 5 is borderline unforgivable. I can't believe we made it through that section. I really hope we got a checkpoint there. Got rocket ammo. Health pack. We've got sniper ammo. I'm gonna be a bit more careful here. Why is he not dead? I put 4 sniper rounds in him. That is... I'm in disbelief. Right, that's just some bad shooting on my part. Get rid of these guys here. Should be... That is terrible. Lots of sniper ammo. That. Anybody else? Oh, we need a Banshee to get up there. I think it's round this corner. Don't know what that... Yep. My intuition served me right there. I was literally just about to say, I do not know what weapons these two have, so I'm going to fire a rocket just in case they have rockets, and... Yeah. One came flying past my face. A casual gamer in the chat. I like the reviews on your YouTube channel. Aren't too long. Quick burn, straight to the point on exactly what the games are about. Yeah, I try not to take up too much of people's time. Plus, there's only so long that I can listen to my own voice, if I'm being perfectly honest. I suppose the aim for my channel was to create something that I would want to watch myself, and I don't have time to... For some games, yeah, I like to get stuck into a video that's probably, you know, anywhere up to 15-20 minutes long, and really get stuck into every aspect of it. But for the most part, I just kind of want to know what's what. Alright, so we need to get to the far end of this stretch here, get a Banshee, and then fly all the way back up. And there are Banshees, Flood, and Covenant in the way. Big new graphics comparison, that does look nice, I'm not complaining there. I still prefer the old graphics. Maybe I should use the rocket launcher. That'd be... Oh, he's got one, I'm dead. Yeah, Benji, I saw you just subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much for the support. Okay, we're just going to go... We've got 10 shots of this rocket. If we're careful, we can make it through. Might be able to go around that side. Going through the middle probably isn't the best idea. Just try and ignore these guys. And yeah, hopefully you're starting to see what I mean about how the Flood can be a bit of a... Oh, is nuisance the right word? I just need to get to the Banshee. But yeah, things get a little hectic towards the tail end of this game, which I suppose at the climax of a big action FPS, yeah, you know, things should get a bit hectic, but not so much in a frustrating way, and he almost took down there. But we made it. I made it through with all of your support. I know you're all behind me in spirit. There, we just hit a checkpoint, so... Is anybody gonna come popping out this door? Most likely. Ooh. Let's get out of this. Let's go. No way! I'm not even mad at that. That's hilarious. You see what kind of content I'm giving you guys. This is fantastic. You straight A+ comedy there, that is... God. It's a good thing the Sentinels aren't that powerful, because if they were, it'd be a wrap for me right now. Oh, More rocket ammo. We got any other type of weapon here? Shotgun. It's full. You're done for. Casual gamer in the chat. PS2 games and Xbox games are still quite cheap. Yep, that's exactly how my channel got started. It's because I discovered that and decided to buy a shit ton of them. Yeah, I'm glad I can provide you all a bit of a laugh. I think if I just make it to this one, it ends the level, actually. No, no.
Let's get out of here.
Okay. Yep, we did it. We did it, folks. It only took an hour.
No, that's too long.
You know,
There's a teleportation grid.
let's just say I wanted to take you all on the scenic route.
I learned how to tap into the grid when I was in the control center. Unfortunately, each jump requires a rather consequential expenditure of energy.
Something tells me I'm not gonna like this.
Benji, enjoy. Benji saying he needs to go put dinner on. Enjoy your meal. Glad to have you here. Hope to see you here again. I've got to say as well, while this is loading, there is 9 people in here right now, and I don't think you all comprehend. Not to sound condescending, I don't think you quite understand how like mad that is for someone who's only streaming for the 3rd time.
The flood overwhelmed this cruiser and
So yeah, big shout out to all of you folks that have decided to join me.
They've sent in a strike team to neutralize the flood and repair the ship for immediate departure. I've got a good lock on Captain Key's CNI transponder signal. He's alive, and the implants are intact. There's some interference from the cruiser's damaged reactor. I'll bring
Now we have probably the funniest bit of slapstick. Yep, there we go. Comedy gold. Absolute comedy gold.
Right. Sorry.
Okay, right. Start of another level.
Captain?
I'm going to try and rescue Captain Keyes, who's managed to get himself captured a 2nd time. I don't appreciate his carelessness, especially with all the work I'm doing on this goddamn ring. But being that he is captain, I suppose we don't have any choice. Have it. If you're wondering why they're not reacting, it's visible. Floods are most likely going to cause us problems. So I'm going to apologise ahead of time. As much as I want to be careful.
Analyzing damage.
Oh god, I always forget about that bit. As much as I would like to be careful and say that I'm not going to die too much. To some extent, it is
Let's
inevitable.
Get out of here and find another way back aboard the ship.
I mean, there are some sections here where you can kind of just let the Flood and the Covenant go at it against each other. So, you know, which is cool in a way because, you know, to a certain extent that is, say, realistic because we're talking about a game that takes place in space where you're fighting aliens and zombies, but let's just say it makes the combat a little more interesting. Oh, except for when they come around the corner like that and then there's Flood behind you. Oh god, that was... They don't stop coming. Flood in this first game are just they're just relentless. Kind of only have 2 options when you're fighting them, which is like take all the time in the world to, you know, really be careful. Can I get those hunters? Oh, wow. That was a good shot. Got him. Just got to aim for that orange fleshy part. See if we can make a quick dash through here. We have got a shotgun, so if anybody gets close. Too bad. Probably take him out. Grunts of again. This is not a good time to run out of ammo in the shotgun. I don't even have a weapon decent enough to take all of these lot on, so we're just going to have to run. Hope for the best. Use them legs, Chief. Yep. Gone. We're gone. We're gone. Made it to a checkpoint at least. And we made it to a health pack. Oh! This is bad. This is bad.
The crash did more damage.
Ah, okay. At least we got to the checkpoint. Yeah, in the last stream I talked about how sometimes I just jump over people because it just becomes easier. Race past them, and if I can get to the top of there, then we're done with this section.
That's our way back in.
Are any decent weapons down here? Oh. Sniper's not going to do me too much good once I'm on the ship, so let's use it now. Not like that though, because that's horrendous. Made it, we've made it, we've made it. Beam me up, beam me up. Oh, wow.
We should be able to get into the ship's control room from here.
Okay, okay. Let me scavenge for some weapons. This sniper rifle isn't going to do too much good up here. Plasma pistol. Plasma rifle, sorry, which should do okay. We definitely need something
Covenant BattleNet is a mess.
closer range.
I can't access the ship's schematics. My records indicate that a shuttle bay should be here.
Careful of them. The little spores that they give out don't actually do much damage. The explosion they do beforehand can be
In the corners,
quite damaging.
blood are gathering bodies here.
Yep. Down. Stairs. Okay, plasma pistol's not too bad against these guys. That's good to know. It's an open. I'm pretty sure I'll jump down or go down this ramp. Don't know if you can hear the ominous music playing. Somebody holding on to one note of a keyboard here. Yeah, Ludicrous Fool mentioning this being a recycled level. Yeah, the second half of this game, they kind of just, they do sort of flip things in reverse and try and give it a bit of a different spin with, by adding the flood into it, and obviously it does freshen up things to a certain extent, but not enough that, say, you know, the back end of the game is sort of, you know, as mind-blowing as it should be, I guess. There is explosions going off everywhere. Not sure why you lot were waiting around that corner like that, but just throw a grenade in and waiting for me. there, almost there.
Looks like another shuttle bay. We should be able to reach the control room from the 3rd level.
We get back upstairs. It's a good hit.
He's delirious.
Get
In pain. We have to
upstairs.
find him.
I don't think it's that way. I think we've got to go over to the far end. Again, there's always this decision here of like, do we fight these guys? Do we just kind of keep moving? Let them go back and forth shooting at each other? Make the wrong call and end up dying, and then before you know it, you're checkpointed back by like 5 minutes of where you originally were. And but yeah, ludicrous full mentioning feels like you know, saying the later levels come across as padding, and I know what you mean, but if I'm not mistaken, the development sort of timeline for this game was a bit rough. When I say that, I kind of mean this game was made in a bit of a rush, which the fact that it turned out as well as it did is kind of a testament to the developers. But I think what they, you know, did to save themselves a bit of time was, instead of creating new levels, it was let's do some of them again, but with a bit of a twist. And it's not even that bothersome the first time round. It's more kind of, you know, you've been in it for like the 20th time. You kind of, okay, yeah, I've just sort of got to get through this bit instead of enjoying it as you should be. Oh, this is where things get even more hectic. But again, I would normally rush through this a lot quicker. Doing my best to be careful. The strategy for fighting these guys is just out the window. Feels like a massive scramble. Is that shotgun ammo? Yeah, it is. That'll come in handy. He's got some as well. Reload, reload. Oof. Pretty sure Keys is on the other side of this door. Oh, alright. Bit of a waste. I feel like we're making faster progress on this mission than we did on the last one, so that's a good thing.
No human life signs detected. The captain, he's one of them. We can't let the flood get off this ring. You know what he'd expect.
Or Captain Keys.
What he'd want us to do.
I mean, I'm not entirely sure how he got captured again. I think it's explained in one of the books. It's a bit poor form on his part, if I'm being dead honest.
We need to get back to the Pillar of Autumn. Let's go back to the shuttle bay and find a ride.
To be fair, they did a good job with remastering this visual, because here he just looks like just a blob, but that actually looks pretty good. Now we have to get out of here. Sharpish. Oh, I think I've gone the wrong way. Alright.
We need to get back to the Pillar of Autumn. Let's go back to the shuttle bay and
Again, shall we? I think they're all going to come through here, so... Grenade, grenade, grenade. Am I still on me? No. It's very close. Going wrong. Somehow made it through. Just get out of here. Health back for me there. Ludicrous in the chat saying that Halo went through a genre change. You are correct, sir. And yeah, that's kind of what I mean of just sort of like how drastically this game changed just before its, well, sort of in the run-up to its release. You know, there's a point where you have to just kind of say, you know, fair enough. Could be wrong, but I feel like I can jump down onto here. Instead of thinking of a different... Yeah. Oh, okay, we've got to get in one of them Banshees. Cool. And we're off. We're out of here. We did it, guys. We've done it again. Oh, we did another mission. That was much faster than the previous one. Ludicrous Fall in the chat. When the final game was first revealed, Halo didn't even get much of a reaction other than meh from the public. It was games like Project Gotham Racing 5.3 that showed what the Xbox can do. I sort of know what you mean there, but I would still say Halo. Big deal. Drop Dead Sam in the chat. Captain Key's death feels like something out of a horror movie. Indeed it does. It's quite well rendered. I think they describe it even more grossly in the book. You get another gag coming up here. We get a bit of a pan around the Pillar of Autumn. Chief, which he rarely does, is about to show his funny side.
This thing is falling apart.
It'll hold.
We're not gonna make it.
We'll make it.
Pull up! Pull up!
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
Good one, Chief. Oh, and we've reached the final level. It probably won't take me 45 minutes to get through it. You know what, I've probably just jinxed myself by saying that, but let's just get stuck in, shall we?
From there, we can use the captain's neural implants to initiate an overload of the ship's fusion engines. The explosion should damage enough systems below it to destroy the ring.
Ludicrous asks if I've seen Digital Foundry. I'm aware of Digital Foundry. Watch a fair bit of their stuff. I think they put together very a lot of great content. One of the few YouTube channels that I watch where I'm sort of jealous of kind of the stuff that they the effort that they put into some of their retro stuff, especially when they kind of cover like look backs on stuff like, I know they've done Halo, they even did Metal Gear 2, so they've already done like some of my two favourite games, and yeah, Digital Foundry, excellent YouTube channel. You're not following them already. Should be. What have we got? Oh, he's going to kill me. No, he's not. So yeah, here we sort of return to where it all started. Back on the Pillar of Autumn. It feels just like yesterday that we were kicking off my first stream. Right. Should probably kill these little spores more often, because I think they just go and reinfect sort of dead enemies anyway, so I'm not doing myself a favour by just sort of running past them. On our way in the same way we came out. Well, there I was reading the chat.
The bridge.
Back to the bridge. Oh wow! That is a horrendous checkpoint from this game there. Part of the reason why I end up running through it a lot of the time. Stuff like that happens. That shotgun though. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Shotgun, shotgun. Where is it? I know he dropped it. I saw it in his hand. Oh, there it is. Firing blindly into this corridor. Won't try and act like there was any skill behind that. Door back? No, there's not a door back here. Somewhere. Oh, there we go. Hunter opened it for me. Thank you very much, sir. Leave these boys to go back and forth with each other. As this is none of my business, if I'm being honest. The Covenant and the Floods have got a long history with each other. I don't want to get involved, if I'm honest. I'm just here for a good time.
I need you to upload me into the control systems. The terminal is located
Alright,
on the
alright.
main view screen.
Trigger the cutscene, trigger the cutscene. Go.
I leave home for a few days and look what happens. This won't take long. There.
Ludicrous says, something I've been noticing with past games compared to modern ones is the inability to use custom control schemes with most of them, at least as far as console games go. Yeah, you're not too wrong there actually. A lot of the games I've reviewed for my channel do allow you to go in and just switch buttons around at random. To whatever the hell you want to put the button as, you can do it. Although, to be fair, with this Elite controller I've got, that kind of allows me to do the same thing even without, the game allowing me to do so. Trouble is with console games, a lot of things are standardized, especially when it comes to stuff like shooters. Like, it's really weird, really, really, really weird when I go back and play a shooter from, somewhere between 2000 and 2005, and the button to shoot is not R1 or R2. Like, it throws, definitely throws you off for the first couple of missions there.
Comm channels.
Where is he?
I'm detecting taps throughout the ship. Sentinels most likely. As for the monitor, he's in engineering. He must be trying to take the core offline. Even if I could get the countdown restarted, I don't know what to do.
How much firepower would you need to crack one of the engines?
Oh, sorry, I thought we were done with the gags, but we do have one more from Chief here. Look how big that grenade is.
Okay, I'm coming with you. Chief, Sentinel.
Huge. Now we're really getting into the final stretch of the game. It's a good thing I brought a shotgun. 2 shots in Sentinel's faces normally takes them down.
The ship was heavily damaged when it crashed. Head to the cryo chamber. We should be able to get to the end.
Right. Let's go blow this mother up as carefully as possible, because again, I don't want to be stuck on another section for too long. see, right, yeah. I'm hoping you just noticed there how many of the flood just came through that door. And in my opinion, they would be just as intimidating if they didn't have guns, but they would just be less annoying. So I could be on my own on that one. But, hey, if I am, I am. Take their weapons away, much more interesting enemy in my opinion. But I could be saying that from just from someone who dies to them constantly. Out of the way. I should have gone to the armory, to be honest. There's an armory where you can go to and get some rocket launcher ammo section, but I believe I can pick some up on the way. At least I hope I can. Otherwise I'm going to have to get very accurate with grenades. As your gamer mentioning the music pumping him up, I don't blame you. Fantastic soundtrack. One I never get tired of. This corridor being a right hassle. Endless of these exploding ones just come pouring in. Casual gamer, if you want to go get a cup of tea, you go do that, sir. Don't let me hold you back. You're not going to miss anything. It depends how quick you are at making a cup of tea, I guess, but... Wrong door. And we've got to find our way through here quickly. Normally, yeah, you just look for the green light, 9 out of 10 you're going in the right direction. Oh, there's a lot of you boys in here. And we got sentinels on this side. This is not good. Please tell me you gave me a decent checkpoint. Yes, you did. Thank you very much, Halo Combat Evolved. Leads on them. Best. Take you down. Take you down. We're not going to have to go this way. Come on. There we go. Got right in there. Perfect little takedown for that hunter. Reason why the shotgun is as satisfying as it is. This guy's diving around. Alright. I think I'm going in the right direction. Although I've just done a complete circle. Alright, up this way. Armory, okay, sorry, I didn't skip the armory then, I thought I did. We can go straight there to the last section, or we can go over here. There is a room full of weapons. Nice, I need rocket ammo as possible. Ideally, for the second weapon, I suppose I should hold on to the shotgun, because the place is going to be full of flood. So we'll stick with the shotgun and rocket. The rocket only really comes in handy because I have to destroy sort of the engine cores or something like that. I can't remember what they're called. Basically going to trigger a massive explosion. I used to know a way to do this super fast. Speedrun like. I had to get very good at this Ludicrous asks if the PC version allows for quick saves. I've not actually played the PC version, but I would imagine maybe so. The trouble with what the game I think what the game tries to do a lot is... Oh god, this isn't go. Oh. I think what the game tries to do a lot is checkpoint you when you are safe. And that's poor. That is poor. Yeah, essentially I think the game tries to checkpoint you when it thinks it's safe, but sometimes it gets confused. And also it will have certain triggers in the game, certain sections in the game where the checkpoint is supposed to trigger, but if you're not safe, it won't trigger them. So, oh my god. Never had so much trouble just jumping on top of this. There we go. Jump and crouch. There we go, we're up there.
Good.
Press that button.
Step 1 complete. We have a straight shot into the fusion reactor.
This to open.
Catalyst explosion to
Black there, that's going to open. And just ready with the rocket launcher. Come on, come on, come on.
use an explosive. I recommend a grenade.
There we go, that's one down.
Run out of explosives. There is an armory station located near the
3 more to go.
Analyzing. Fusion reactor number 1 destabilizing. Use explosives on the other 3 reactors.
Guilty Spark. I can shoot him all I want and nothing is going to happen. He is indestructible. Do our best to defend ourselves from Sentinels and Flood. Get that rocket in there now. There's Fusion Reactor 2 dealt with. We've got to get this little corridor here, which is a good time to go through it because later it is on fire. Come on, give me the... There we go. That's why the rocket is useful in this scenario. You end up coming face to face with a lot of people as you
Keep it up. Only one more fusion
charge
reactor
through
to
this
go.
section. One more, one more. God, the Sentinels are going to kill me as I do this, aren't they? Come on, come on. Open, open. I pressed it. You made the noise. And we're off. Now we just got to get over here.
That did it. The engine's gone critical. Based on the current rate of decay, we should have 15 minutes to get off the ship. We don't have much time. We should move outside and signal for evac.
15 minutes until
There's a service lift at the top of the engine.
everything blows up
To a
good and
flat
proper.
service corridor that runs along the ship's dorsal structure. Hurry!
You boys are going the wrong way, I'll be honest. Oh, wow. Oh, God. Grenade this time. A lot more effective. And we are on our way. One more stretch in the Warthog. Hopefully I'll do that bit flawlessly. I'm sure I'll probably crash into a bunch of obstacles on the way and maybe fall out of it from time to time, but yeah, we are on way. Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Affirmative. Echo 419 going on station. Echo 419 to Cortana. Things are getting noisy down there. Everything okay?
Negative. We have a wildcat destabilization of the ship's fusion core. The engines must
Talk,
have
shall we?
sustained more damage than we thought.
Analyzing.
On, come on.
6 minutes before the fusion drives detonate. We need to evac now. Activating final countdown timer. When it reaches 0, the
There is a timer on the screen, but I have the Twitch, the Twitch status bar, which tells me how long I've been recording for, is currently overlaid on the top of that timer. I think it's 6 minutes. Someone will have to inform me if it is, but I'm sure we'll make it out in time anyway. Like I said, I'll try and make it out here without too many bumps and scrapes. But at a certain point it's inevitable. Got a pretty long stretch of driving here. So, yeah. Oh, we are driving out of here. Yeah, well, we're coming to the end of the game here, but said I hope you've been enjoying it. I think I'll probably have a bit of time left for a couple rounds of multiplayer after this section. and then at some point I'm going to have to figure out what I'm playing next. But if you have any references, suggestions for what game I should stream next, as long as it is a 6th generation game that is available or compatible with the Xbox One X, I should be able to get access to it. I'm tempted to get stuck into Metal Gear, but that could be kind of long, I don't know. You folks in the chat will have to let me know how you feel about the Metal Gear series. I always go for this big jump here, and it never really goes too well. There we go, there we go, there we go. I mean, it's too hard not to resist.
Wait, stop. This is where Fohammer is coming to pick
All
us
up here, we're supposed to wait for Echo 419. She's going to come in and try and save the day. You'll get to see how that goes. In the chat, is the Xbox One X your only means of streaming right now? That is a yes and no answer on that one. Echo 419 having a bit of a poor time here. Sadly, she's not going to make it. Yeah, the answer to that question is kind of yes and no. The sort of the laptop setup I have is probably capable of streaming, but it's more a case of which one is easier to set up and which one is more stable. So I've gone with the Xbox as just sort of like an entry sort of level to it all, because I'm so new to everything, and this is literally just as easy as turning on my Xbox, switching on the Twitch app, and plugging in my headset. So it's way too easy for me to turn down. I'm going to be quiet here for just like 10 seconds while I appreciate the Halo theme. Alright, now I'll get back to talking nonsense. Drop Dead Sam saying he'd be interested in Metal Gear, which is good to hear. Oh, wow. Don't die. Oh. We made it, we made it, we made it. And Casual Gamer also saying Metal Gear would be good. Yeah, well, I've got the sort of the HD remaster of that on 360, which is compatible on Xbox One, so that is an option. It would be Metal Gear 2 starting with, actually, because we focus on, you know, as I said, the 6th gen stuff here. And also playing Metal Gear 1. Yeah, it's only available on my... There's a way to do that, but it's a bit tricky. And there it is, folks. There it is. We have finished Halo Combat Evolved. And I say we because we've done it together. We really have done it together. We have finished Halo Combat Evolved on Twitch. Here we go. Master Chief is about to take off in this aircraft, which I cannot remember its name. Again, showing what a poor Halo fan I am. But yeah, this was super fun to play through this with you folks. I've got about just over half hour left, or just under half hour left, so I could probably get stuck into some multiplayer, providing the Master Chief Collection plays ball and actually matches me up with some people. I can't, you know, promise I'll be any good, but we'll see how it goes. There it is, the glorious explosion.
Shut them down. We'll need them later. Fancy a look?
Ludicrous in the chat saying the ending is self-contained, as Microsoft never originally planned for Halo to become a series. Yeah, I mean, I suppose they didn't really know how it was going to go. No one could have anticipated what this game would do to the industry. It's just, you know, sometimes you just kind of get like that lucky hit, and not to say that this was luck. Obviously, there's a lot of hard work and craft and talent went into making this game, but the any sort of content that you put out there, whether it be movies or TV or whatever, like all of that stuff, it needs a bit of luck to get off the ground, essentially.
No, I think we're just...
Yes, Ludicrous Fall. Yeah, I said, well, Ludicrous in the chat has just said, I looked up the original Xbox games compatible on the One, and the number is very limited, with just 42 out of 1001 titles released on Xbox. You are correct, however, I would include, so for example, you've got the Devil May Cry trilogy remaster on Xbox, that would count. You've got stuff like the Zone of the Enders 1 and 2 remaster on 360, that would count. Any remasters of games from that generation, even the recent remaster of Onimusha, which I haven't bought yet and I've not played yet, but I'm a big fan of that series. I'd be more than happy to get stuck into that. So even though there isn't loads of original Xbox games that are compatible on the Xbox One X, there are plenty of remasters and HD sort of remakes of games like that. Same with stuff like Fable and such. So that wraps up the campaign. Let's get stuck into some multiplayer for the last sort of 20 something minutes. Social. Let me change it to exclusively Halo 1. I think the last time I played this, we did Slayer. So yeah, Slayer's a good place to start, but who knows if it will actually find anyone. Master Chief Collection has been sort of temperamental over the years, but I'm hoping it'll serve me okay here. But yeah, as I was sort of saying just before that there is a good there's a good batch of stuff to select from. I think I made a list. Hold on, I might have it on my phone. So the list. Oh, we have managed to get into a game. Awesome. So yeah, we've got all the Splinter Cells. We've got Halo. We've got Knights of the Old Republic. Blinks, Conquer, Jade Empire, SSX3, Zone of the Enders, all that stuff. Like, there's a lot of stuff to choose from. So, more than enough content for me anyway. Alright, here we go. Pretty short. This is going to be an absolute pistol fest. No doubt, please make no mistake about it. If anyone else is using anything but a pistol on Halo CE multiplayer, then they're a damn fool. Anyone on this side? Its corridors are... I mean, if you want to talk about creative multiplayer map design, this probably doesn't get brought up in the conversation. Oh, get away. Oh, there's a spot up here. So Halo, yeah, the thing is with Halo CE multiplayer, played a lot of it sort of just me and a friend, sort of doing one-on-one stuff and messing around in the big maps and smashing warthogs together and stuff like that, and throwing grenades, all that stuff, like seeing what we could do. But obviously playing at any large scale like this was only available on the PC really, so this is a really cool thing to be able to, get stuck into this finally. Double kill there. Ways pleased. Yeah, I would say I would love to be able to play more of the Master Chief Collection multiplayer on a regular basis. However, the ranked matches, like, never brings up. Every time I've searched for like ranked games, which is you know, reason sort of, you know, I need something to chase for, or something to chase to keep me interested, if I'm being dead honest. And play a bunch of just sort of unranked games, but eventually that gets a bit tiresome. The ranked matches, I never managed to find any players to match up with. It always just stays in the lobby. Oh wow! It always just stays in the lobby for, you know, minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes. And I think one time I left it to search for a match for close to like 10 minutes and nothing popped up. Oh, I'm in second place on my team, but are we winning? I'm not sure. The the counter on the side for who got the most kills might be overtaken by the Twitch overlay. Serious, shall we? This is not a good map. I've got to say, this is a terrible map, because as soon as you spawn, just getting a grenade to the face. Oh no! Apologise for my poor performance here. It's been a minute since I've played there on Halo. Oh, I should have him. See, with this pistol, it really is just about who sees who first. There's no strategy to it. there's no sort of dance of, oh, I'm going to dodge out. No, none of that. It's just, oh, did I spot you first? Okay, I've won. Or you get hit with a grenade like that, and I'm not really doing my team justice here. Nice little headshot from me there. I'm not mad at that at all. Oh, we just got him. I should stay up here a bit more because be a bit more cover. Go, let me get that invisibility. No, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Oh. Very low on health. Oh, God. Let's get back upstairs. That seemed to work sort of well for me. No! Oh. Just as I say it was working well for me, grenade takes me out. Get him, get him. Done for. Or you lads down here. I hope you see what I mean when I talk about just how much of a pistol fest Halo C multiplayer is. Oh God, I'm kind of happy that's over, if I'm honest. That was a little embarrassing from me. Ludicrous in the chat. There was quite a number of online compatible games which had DLC available to download on Xbox. Getting them today isn't easy due to the closure of the original Xbox Live service. Yeah, I was around for that momentous day. If I'm not mistaken, I remember the original Xbox Live was supposed to close on a specific day, but they didn't. Everybody sort of rushed online to everybody sort of like rushed online to play it. play Halo 2 for the last time on the original Xbox Live. And because of that, so many people sort of just like congregated on that game that they couldn't shut it down until people went offline, and as a result, Xbox Live, or the original Xbox Live, stayed online for much longer than it was supposed to. 16-bit Dad in the chat, good to have you here, says, saying I'm somewhat late. You're not late at all. You're not obligated to be here whatsoever. But yeah, very happy you can join. I've actually finished the campaign now. I've moved on to a bit of multiplayer before I sort of sign out here, but got a couple more games of multiplayer in me before I head off for the evening. Eventually, I've got to figure out game I play next. The current the game with the most votes at the minute is Metal Gear, but certainly not against playing that one. It's another thing that I'm very familiar with. Metal Gear 1, at least, is probably my favourite game of all time. So for the purposes of my channel and how I do things, focusing on the 6th generation, I'll probably just jump straight into Metal Gear 2. In fact, I did actually hear that there was rumours of a... Oh god, he spotted me from so far away. How is he not dead? There we go. We got him, guys. Yeah, I did hear something about a Metal Gear remake. No idea if there's any truth to that rumour. 16-bit that says, hope you're doing well. Good going on, finish the campaign. Yes, thank you. It was a bit of a task, but we got it done in the end. Dropped my pistol. I cannot believe I've dropped my pistol. I was doing alright there, though. Lucas Fool, you mean on April 15th, 2010, the people playing for longer than servers supposed to close? Yes, yeah. That's basically what I mean about the original closure of Xbox Live, is people just basically wouldn't let it die. I was doing quite well for a minute there, and then suddenly things have gone a bit to pot. Got him. There's one. Alright, not so great anymore. Oh god! He came out of nowhere. That's some really bad that's a really bad spawn point, I've got to say. Just hold this section here. Get a fair few kills. Lovely. I think that was an assist from me there, but take it. Assists all day. Got to hold this point. If everybody kind of hangs around here, we should actually do okay. But I think a lot of my team have vacated this area. That's why I'm now. Oh, that's not good. Ah. Ludicrous in the chat, would Blinks be a game you'd be interested in streaming? It's a game I own, and it's a game that's backwards compatible. I wouldn't say it's at the top of my list for streaming, for obvious reasons. I mean, I'm curious about the game. I played it, like, for... I want to say, back in the day, I owned that game once before, and I picked it in recent years. It's I think I played it for about an hour back in whenever it came out, 2002 or something. Or I sort of just kind of said, this isn't for me. But at the time, I was only kind of interested in, games like this. So yeah, there's multiple reasons why I gave that up. I can't actually remember if the game is any good or not. Assuming it isn't, because it doesn't have the best reputation in these modern times. Yeah, I'm really trying to get to this overshield at the top there, but... come on. Get to that overshield. I feel like I can do some... Go. Oh, that was another assist. That's all I'm here for. Set other people's kills up. No, you can't change the graphics for this section, casual gamer. You can sort of play Halo CE multiplayer on its original graphics, or you play it on its old stuff. You can't sort of switch it on the fly. I think that would be too much for the game to handle. Quite high enough. Yeah, my skills in Halo 1 multiplayer, not good at all. Halo 2, I feel like I can still hold my own. It's been a while since I, played it on a regular basis, but Halo 2 I think is still actually the multiplayer game that I've played the most to date. When I say I clocked roughly 30 days worth of playtime in Halo 2, those were some... let's just say I had a lot more free time back then. There's a guy down there. Poke your head out. Please poke your head out. There we go. We've got him. We've got him. Finally got another kill. Second. Let's see if we can... Are you poking around this corner? No. God, there's grenades just flying from anywhere and everywhere. Casual gamer, the key to, being good at any multiplayer game is just practice. Played as much Halo 2 as I could get my hands on. Got decent at it, but that's just because I was a teenager I was still in secondary school at the time and had unlimited free time, basically. God, let's get a grenade up there, shall we? Oh, he beat me to it. Don't know where we're on in total score, but oh god, not a good place to spawn. So yeah, the while the Halo CE pistol is fun to use in the campaign, in the multiplayer it just kind of breaks it. I feel like there should be some unspoken agreement about people not using the pistol, but you would never get folks to sign up to that. It's practically a sniper that you have to be less accurate with. Oh, I think I got the game-winning kill there. Awesome. Yay me. Oh, okay. I I think I've got time for one more, and then we'll have to call it. But I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Thank you all very much for joining me this evening as I go into this last game. And yeah, most likely you will see me next Wednesday as we start off. Well, you should see me next. Next Tuesday. I'm getting my days mixed up. Next Tuesday, I'll be back on again. There's a good chance I could, jump into some Metal Gear, but we'll see what happens. Unless I get a very big change of heart right at the end of it.
Team Slayer.
Oh, that started off. I was looking at the chat there. Ludicrous says, the backwards compatible games from your list, don't know much about, but are interested in. The list that I have is just everything that I could think of off the top of my head that is sort of, available. It's not sort of curated in any other way than that, really. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to work through, and I could. This is the thing: is I could obviously just work through games that I'm a fan of and just talk endlessly about how much I adore them. But to a certain extent, I would want this stream to be a little bit more similar to the YouTube channel, where it's kind of about exploration of games that I wasn't too familiar with either. So we're not doing too badly. Get that health back there. No. That didn't work out too well. Yeah. 16-bit dads in the chat. I look forward to the time I can cheer on. Just 16 bits. I like to do all I can for streamers. Enjoy. 16 bits. You know what? Somebody's going to have to... Again, I am so new to Twitch. Somebody's going to have to explain to me what bits are. I'm assuming they're a good thing. So... yeah. Bits, Twitch currency. Okay. Well, thank you very much, 16-bit dad. That is very kind of you. My amateur my amateur skills are probably not worthy of a single bit right now. But yeah, I very much appreciate your support and donation, I guess. I can finally tell somebody that I can call up my mum after this now and say I actually made some money playing games. She's going to be incredibly proud. Double kill. There we go. Get that invisibility. Get a grenade up there. Take some people out. No, wasn't lucky enough to get a kill there. How do I get back up? Oh. Got him. Steer. Oh, you're still up here. Lob grenades. See what happens. Hope for the best. How did I not? I threw 4 grenades up there. And we could clearly see people wandering around. Yeah, I didn't get a single person. Okay, let me guess, I'm going to get killed by one of their grenades now. Yep, there we go. Thanks for sending over the list of backwards compatible games. I did also look at that other list you sent, Ludicrous, about the stuff that runs in like 480, 720, 1080 stuff. That was good to know. I think the one that caught my eye the most on the 720 list was True Crime, which is not... another sneak peek for you all, another game that I'm going to be covering soon. But it is not a good looking game. I would love to see just how rough that thing looks when you up the resolution. Come on. So close. So close, so close, so close. Get him. Alright, I'll take the assist. That's fine. I did my part there. Because it's really taking part that counts, although I am second highest amount of kills on my team. So if we do win, and it really, you know, for me and that other guy. Let's get upstairs because I don't enjoy being down here. Oh, did I get the winning kill again? Fantastic. Didn't do quite as good as that top guy, but I'll take it. Another win and 14 kills. I'm not sure how many deaths. I suppose that doesn't matter at this point, but yeah. Well, we've been on for 2 hours now. That is going to wrap up the stream. And for the millionth time, thank you all so much for joining me. It truly means a lot. I know everybody's time is incredibly valuable, so the fact that you'd spend it watching me playing Halo is awesome. As I said, I will be back Tuesday back on Tuesday for 2 hours from 8 till 10, and again on Thursday. I'll as soon as I know which game I'm playing next is what my next game is, I'll be sure to let you know through Twitter and oh bloody hell, it's starting up again. I'll be sure to let you know through Twitter and YouTube and all that good stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, apart from that, I will see you next Tuesday